want to take a moment to briefly introduce yourself as an influencer first off?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Kaye D, and I'm an influencer from West Sussex. Been doing influencing for about 3 to 4 years now in beauty, fashion, and lifestyle.
Amazing. So what is your main niche as an influencer then? So you said you kind of cover all three of those areas?
Yeah, so all three, but I guess my main one is probably beauty. Most of my collaborations have been with beauty brands.
Okay. I suppose they all kind of interlink a little bit anyway, don't they? Like the beauty and fashion side of it.
It's quite nice to do clothes and then do a bit of makeup and skincare as
that's
one
it.
niche. Yeah,
All goes nicely together.
it does. Yeah.
Perfect. So what platforms are you active on then? And which is your favourite and why?
So Instagram and TikTok I'm on. And I think Instagram is great to show kind of, I guess, like the highlights and all the shiny stuff.
Yeah.
But TikTok, you can be very much just your authentic self. So I would probably say TikTok.
Yeah. Do you think your audience prefers TikTok videos as opposed to sort of the shinier Instagram ones, or?
I feel with Instagram, so a lot of my obviously you have new followers, but a lot of people that I know and like old school friends that are just excited to watch my journey. Whereas TikTok, it's loads of random people that I've never, even encountered with. So I think that's why, I can build a bit more, I guess, sometimes on TikTok because it's a bit more broader.
Yeah, no, that is very true. So how long have you been an influencer for then? So you said you've been doing it for 3 to 4 years, did you?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I think Instagram was obviously where I started off. 2019, I think I had my first collab. So hardcore Instagram until TikTok came.
Yeah.
And then I started like combining the two, and obviously, and then now I guess most of my gifted stuff is from TikTok Shop. So it's done a whole 360.
Oh, wow. Okay. So how long did it take to sort of see growth in your accounts from when you first began, if that makes sense, would you say?
So I was on Instagram in 2013, so there wasn't really much going on. I had a large following quite early on in about 2017 because I used to do music.
Oh, okay.
So when I did singing and rapping, there was a big platform on Instagram that reposted my kind of like singing rappy challenge video.
Oh, okay.
And that gained me about 8,000 followers. So that started my journey.
Oh,
I
I
was still
see.
doing music. So it's like I have a music fan. I still have a music fan base now. But they'll keep on my journey. Then I guess 2019 when I started getting sent clothes to advertise, I was like, oh, okay, it's taken a bit of a different direction now.
Oh, okay.
So since that time, I guess, 2019 is when I really saw that influencer vibe coming in.
Oh, okay. So you literally started doing something entirely different and then kind of pivoted.
Yeah, I guess because I did music and it's all about fashion anyway. When you do an album cover, it's fashion. When you do a video, it's fashion. So I kind of brought it in slowly just by going from like singing posts to posts of me like wearing nice stuff and advertising, like streetwear. So then that kind of then molded me into then just doing like fashion and then beauty, and it kind of went quite slowly from there.
So you kind of slowly transitioned from kind of one niche to another then. I bet it helped
Yes.
as well, like instead of just starting a new account from 0 followers, you already had that base of followers there as far as like new people finding your account.
Yeah, 100%. And although my followers were mostly following me because of when I did music, a lot of them did stick around just because they wanted to see what I was up to next.
Yeah, awesome. So how did you become an influencer within your niche then? So at the very, very start of getting, all your channels together, what made you want to start your social media presence, and how did that actually come about at the very beginning?
So I don't even know how they got my address. So some of my friends had like their own clothing labels, like caps, t-shirts and jumpers, and I was happy to just get free clothes. I was like, yeah, cool, I'll advertise it for you. I've got a bit of a follower on Instagram. But it's when I got sent some perfume from the perfume shop, and I was a bit confused why I had randomly been sent some perfume.
Oh, okay.
I rang my sister because she was doing PR at the time. I was just like, the perfume shop sent me some perfume. Have I got to send it back? I didn't know about how it works. I was like, have I got to pay for it? I was like, I don't remember giving them my address. Like, I still don't know to this day how I got my address.
Yeah.
And my sister did PR. She explained, oh, I think you're basically an influencer now. And then she kind of explained to me, like, some brands will just have your things on a database.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, I see. Yeah, no, I'm liking this.
Yeah. Can't complain about free things.
yeah, so I think for the perfume shop, obviously it's an established brand. That was when I decided, okay, so this has happened. Let me see where I can go with this now.
Oh, okay. So you didn't really, it's not like you went into it thinking, I want to be an influencer. You
No.
kind of just started and it
Yeah.
came about organically.
Yeah.
I think that's the best way often. Because often if people go into it thinking, I want to do this, I want this many followers, I want to earn money, then it can sort of take the fun out of it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Because it's more of a surprise then, and you just kind of want to go with the flow and see where it goes rather than obsessing over it.
Yes, exactly. And it's very easy to end up obsessing, isn't it, when you're on social media and comparing
100%.
and all the things.
Absolutely.
So what is the secret to your success as an influencer then, would you say?
I guess when I did the Miss Galaxy pageant, that really helped a lot. Obviously, it's kept it to, because I did a bit of modelling, and I remember meeting some people there that said, oh, you should do pageants because it really can give you more of a public figure vibe on social media. So, because I in the performing arts industry, you make a lot of connections, and I knew like a film production company that sponsored people, so they were my sponsor for the pageant. But the pageant again boosted up my following because obviously it's a very media kind of based thing. Molly May was there watching it, so
wow, okay.
You meet Molly May, putting that picture out was a good look for me, like publicly. Had some newspaper articles. So again, those little thinking out the box.
Yeah, definitely.
Your presence on social media.
So publicity then really in summary is the main thing to success. And I suppose that is, and then it just grows from there, doesn't it? Because it's word of mouth, and stuff like that.
Yeah, 100%. And you meet people, it's all about networking. You meet a lot of people who know somebody else who can tell you about this brand opportunity or that app. And so networking is key.
Yeah, and you've got to be confident enough to put yourself in those situations, I suppose, as well, which I bet a lot of people, they don't have the confidence or it's way out of their comfort zone, but it definitely pays off.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I really believe in networking is key because you just don't know who you're going to meet. It's just the right place at the right time kind of thing.
Exactly. You never know. So what are your current goals as an influencer at the moment then?
So I guess I've been focused on influencing and UGC as well because obviously at the moment I'm finding there's a lot more paid opportunities from UGC. A lot of brands are still heavily just on gifted, which is fine. But I've been doing this for a little while now. I really think that my efforts, editing, filming has a value to it.
Yeah, definitely.
So I started to join a lot of Facebook groups for UGC work, and I've definitely noticed I'm getting more paid opportunities from UGC compared to actual collabs. But then again, TikTok Shop, you can make a lot of commission.
Yes,
so
true.
It's hard to kind of pinpoint one thing because I've made a lot of commission from TikTok Shop. But I think combined, I think TikTok Shop and UGCs have made me the most money, and Instagram collaborators have given me the most gifted.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. And TikTok Shop's quite new, isn't it? Like it's probably one of the newer things that people are getting into.
100%. But again, because it's also still gifted, but you're actually just making commission. It's not just gifted and that's the end of it. It's gifted, and you can actually then be paid for your time. So I like how that's going. You've been someone who's doing it for a while.
Yeah.
You want to feel like you're growing.
What do you enjoy more, would you say, influencing like on your accounts or creating content in a UGC way, for other brands and stuff like that?
I think that's a tough one. Because I love brands. I guess to build my portfolio of brands that I've worked with is more exciting because you do a UGC and you can never hear about that brand, company, or service ever again in your life. But the money's helped you. But if you've worked, I've worked with L'Oreal Paris and Garnier.
Oh wow!
It's a really good to put on my CV on my profile.
Yeah.
And these are things that when I was little, not little, like teenager, that I never thought I would have worked with these brands as I was a celebrity or somebody famous.
Yeah, they're big brands.
Now as just like a normal mum.
Yeah.
That's a really nice feeling. So I still say brands in a way.
Okay, cool. So where do you see yourself as an influencer in 5 years' time? That's always a tricky one, isn't it? Because anything can happen.
Exactly. I mean, I really do 100% want to triple my following. My following is key. This year, I've already manifested like how many followers I want to get to on TikTok and Instagram. So follower growth and engagement. Obviously, engagement is important as well. So growth in followers obviously is key. But I would love to have my own kind of influencer business, whether it was kind of like mentoring, or I had like where I live, even though I don't know how big I live in a village, like my own little kind of like beauty salon or influencer workshop. I want to have my own team of business. That'd be like my end goal. Yeah.
Yeah. So turn it into more of a physical business, you know,
Yes.
than just kind of posting content.
Yeah.
Amazing. So really, your main goals are, you know, get a bigger audience. Do you have any like specific numbers you're thinking of for audience?
Yeah, I do. I'm a big manifester, so my numbers are, you know, it might seem delulu to most people, but to me, I'm like, anything's possible. So my TikTok, I have 2 accounts. So my comedy account, comedy is easier to grow. So I want obviously over a million. That is my goal for this year.
Absolutely.
My TikTok shop, over 100,000. And my Instagram around 600,000. Those are my goals.
I reckon you can do it. There's a lot of power in manifestation.
Yes. So,
for sure.
Absolutely.
So what is your dream brand to work with then? Do you have any brands that you have your eye on to work with in the future?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen many collaborations with this brand, because it's still kind of new and coming out. Before it was obviously like L'Oreal Paris and Rimmel, but I've collabed with them now, so it'd be nice to do like an actual edit with them. But because of collaboration, I've done it already. So Drunk Elephant, because obviously they're very new up and coming and trending, but I haven't seen many collab with them yet. And clothes wise, I love Polly. I love Polly stuff. And I think it needs more ethnicity in some of their collaborations.
Okay.
I'm part of that journey with them.
So you think you could also like almost help them with that journey as well as them helping 100%. You, if that makes sense? Yeah. So it's more like a proper partnership than just, you know, them sending you products.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome. So what is your best piece of advice for those wanting to become or grow as an influencer within your niche?
Okay, so definitely humble yourself and don't be afraid to send loads of emails and DMs. Because at the beginning, how I got so many collabs, I just kept on sending so many emails and DMs. Eventually, you get a lot coming to you. Obviously, the bigger ones came to me. Obviously, most time you go to the bigger ones, they don't reply. Obviously, the bigger ones came to me. But at the start, I was literally sending emails every day, DMs every day, no fear. Didn't care how big they were, how small they were. I was just sending them out.
Yeah.
Even down to festivals. I started messaging festivals, started messaging restaurants, and you'd be surprised. You'd be very surprised at who actually gets back to you.
Yeah.
You've never worked with influencers, see your engagement and following, and instant, actually, love to gift you and your friends some VIP tickets.
Yeah.
Even though that might not be in your head, they probably don't work with influencers. They may not have, but you could be the first.
Yeah.
You know, so many of my opportunities has been just from me being like, oh yeah, I really want to go to that festival. Like, why do they need influencers? Boom, boom.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And again, it's back to putting yourself out there, isn't it? And you never know unless you try. And you know, 100%. you might just get, you might even if they haven't worked with influencers before, like you said, you might spark that in their head and them thinking, actually, that'd be really good if we did do that for our business.
100%. I mean, where I live now, I live in a village. There's not much going on here in West Sussex, and in Henfield, a very small village just down the road. No, none of them down there have worked with any influencers. They had a beautiful afternoon tea, kind of like cafe thing, stunning, really stunning. I was waiting there randomly. I was like, oh, this is beautiful. I was just filming and everything. I was like, oh, do you need influencer? They didn't even know what influencer was. They were like, oh, how does that work?
Oh, wow.
They're like, oh, actually, no. They're like, no, we were just on Facebook. I was like, okay, no worries. Just, I'll be back soon. I was at the bus stop waiting for my bus. And then suddenly she was there. She's like, actually, can I take your details?
Oh,
please?
wow, okay.
And then within a couple of weeks, I was in there with my mum. We go pee afternoon tea.
Oh, wow, yeah. It's surprising, isn't it, what can happen? You never know.
Absolutely.
So now then in your career, would you say that you receive more emails or send more emails, if that makes sense? Like now you've got a substantial following, do you usually just wait for brands to come to you, or do you still send quite a few out to brands?
I think for kind of like restaurants, VIP experience and kind of thing, it's still more me putting them out. But beauty and fashion, more come to me. I guess because that's my main niche on my profiles. Maybe I'll pop up on where it comes up more than the lifestyle. So lifestyle still doing the most. Beauty, fashion, a lot more is coming to me, which is obviously a nice feeling.
So I've got a couple of bonus questions then to finish off. So what kind of content do you enjoy creating the most and why? So we're thinking, Reels, TikToks, just photo posts, swipe posts, stuff like that. Like the type of content, what's your favourite?
love doing kind of like reels or obviously real stuff for TikTok. I feel that with photos, it doesn't leave the same mark as a video. You can't show your personality. Obviously, everyone, you know, I put my hands up, can heavily edit as well, you know. But with a video, your expressions, you're showing your actual, you can see your face up, you're showing your actual self, your actual body shape, your actual, you know, and just your authentic self.
Yeah, it's more real.
Where I did acting, performing arts, that's what I'm used to rather than photos. So I can bring out my skills and what I studied and everything as an actress, I guess, in front of the camera.
Yeah, that is very true. And I think people like the realness behind that as well. It's more relatable for them instead of just looking at people's photos that, you know, like you said, could be edited or curated or something.
That's it. So yeah, and I like to give up my personality and so they can connect with it better, basically.
Yeah, definitely. So can you share some insights into your audience demographics and interests then? So what is your audience like?
So on my TikTok, Instagram, I guess more my age, because a lot of them follow me like, from school, so 25 to 34. Mostly females, which is good because my content is heavily female.
Yes, definitely.
There's some influencers, obviously, that are really pretty, but maybe they do lingerie and all the audience is males.
Yeah.
You can't necessarily sell stuff to guys. There's no
yeah.
point. Do you know what I mean? So,
yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Yeah, a lot more females. I guess more like my age and mums. Obviously, like I'm a mum and but my friends obviously are mums. And on my TikTok, it varies. I have two accounts. My comedy account, because it's about mums, nearly all mums, and in a much more older demographic. So yeah, like 30s, 40s, mum related audience based females. From the UK. But on my TikTok Shop account, a bit younger actually. I guess because you know, made by Mitchell, P. Louise. It's more of a Gen Z kind of vibe. So they're the people that obviously buying my product. So for my TikTok Shop, slightly younger because obviously they know what's trending, and I'm always showing obviously what's trending as well.
Yeah, and I feel like TikTok's more popular among young people as well than the older 100%. Generations.
Yeah,
amazing.
Yeah.
So, and as well, I bet mums follow you and, you know, like to see that, you know, you're a mum, but you're also, you know, being a successful, essentially businesswoman as well. Do you know what I mean? Running accounts and doing all these collabs and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, it's nice because obviously on my comedy account, they like the mum comedy.
Yeah.
But a lot of them, they follow my beauty account as well. So it's nice to kind of show, you can be a mum, which we are, but you can do so much more than that.
Exactly.
There's literally nothing stopping you.
Yeah, for sure. So how do you choose the brands and campaigns you collaborate with, and what criteria are important to you when you're either saying yes or no to brands that have come to you or deciding who to reach out to?
So I guess when I reach out to a brand, whether it's a fashion, beauty, or festival, whatever it was, I have to get excited about it.
Yes,
definitely. If I see that post, I'm excited. Then that to me in my gut knows that I'd love to work with them. If I see it and I'm just like this, just like every single other thing I've seen before, or like this looks a little bit basic, maybe something I would have done at the beginning of my journey, then I probably wouldn't. And in regards to brands reaching out to me, I guess, again, if it's a brand I've never heard of, and it's doing all the things of maybe a brand I've already collabed with, same, Metro Skin Soft or Metro Sports Go, whatever, like that, again, it wouldn't really entice me to work with them because number one, I haven't heard of you. Number two, you do the same job as a bigger brand that maybe I've collaborated with or want to work with. If it's paid, obviously I'm very open.
Yes, absolutely.
If it's paid, let's go.
Yeah.
I'd like to know what's unique about the brand. What is their UPS? And if it's similar to everybody else, then I won't get excited.
And you don't want to, I suppose, repeat yourself too often on your accounts as well, because there is the fine line, isn't there, between your account looking like all you do is promote products, if that makes sense, and then also having your own content that shows your personality as well. So I suppose it's a constant balancing act, and you don't want to overdo it on the brand campaigns and the ads.
100%. That's why I quite like doing lifestyle on my Instagram and not just, look at me in this outfit, look at me in this lipstick.
Yeah.
I like to do look at me kind of like out and about, doing stuff with my life. But whereas TikTok, I do a lot of TikTok Shop products, but then I also like throw in stuff that's not on TikTok Shop.
Yeah.
Like Charlotte Tilbury or Kaye D Cosmetics. So that's just me sharing an honest review.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So, yeah.
And stuff that you actually use as well, I suppose, not just, because if you never wanted to use that kind of product before, then, why would you want to just do it for the promotion, if that makes sense? Like, It's still got to align with you and who you appear as on social media, and your values and stuff like that. Do you do a lot of research into brands then, I suppose, before you start working with them?
Yeah, so if it's a brand I've known about for a long time, like Garnier or Olay, just
oh yeah, you know them.
Their own reputation, I'm just like, I don't really do a lot of research. There's like a newish brand, like I said, like Drunk Elephant, even a little bit like P. Louise made by Mitchell. I wanted to know just a little bit more. I mean, I'm not massive. Obviously, I like it if they're vegan, but I'm not vegan, so it's not like a massive thing to me.
Yeah.
If they're sustainable, again, it's a key factor to add. It doesn't make a difference to me personally, but those key factors can add to help somebody else,
Yeah.
So for me, although they're not heavily important, for a newish brand, I'd like to know if I can add that into my descriptions and captions and things like that.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more behind the scenes work that goes on for an influencer, I think, isn't there? Research, editing, all the things.
Yeah, people underestimate the editing.
They really do.
Get something, you just do that, or no, like
it takes hours.
Is there good lighting? Is there good angles? Is the sound good?
Text.
Is the text? Is the editing cut right? Is that blurry? Like, it's so many things.
Yeah, it is crazy. It's literally a full-time job.
Yeah, 100%. Although I enjoy it, there's sometimes when I'm doing UGCs that in my head I thought, that'll take about half an hour. I'm all there like 3 hours later.
Yeah. You even underestimate yourself, don't you?
Yeah. So you want to send it back. Nothing's perfect, but you want to send it back to the best it can be.
Yes,
what I mean? So
exactly.
That can take longer time sometimes.
Yeah, especially when you're a perfectionist.
Yeah, if you want to be proud of what you've done.
Yeah.
And get it approved.
Definitely. Well, that is all the questions. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That was good. Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Awesome.